Hi guys, and welcome back to Canada Top to Bottom. Now, a lot of people have moved to Canada in the past few decades, including us, and a lot more will be coming to join them in the years to come, which begs the question, why? Well, today we're going to give you 5 reasons why you should consider moving to Canada, and whether your priority is work, recreation or education for your kids, we reckon we've got something which will appeal.
Firstly, Canada is actively welcoming immigrants, so it's not a country which is very difficult to move to or unwelcoming if you do come here. Almost everyone we've met here has a parent or grandparent who was born in another country, and virtually everyone seems to be able to trace their ancestry back to a European nation. As such, we don't feel like outsiders here because, with the exception of the Indigenous people, almost nobody we've met feels 100% Canadian, with no other influences. People are proud of their varied ancestry and don't in any way have a problem with newcomers like us.
On a more practical front, Canada's embracing of immigrants and immigration means there are ample means of coming here and many options when you do arrive. The Canadian economy relies on immigrants to function, and it's going to need more if it's going to keep pace with the global economy over the next few decades. Justin Trudeau's government have set a target of welcoming 400,000 immigrants per year for the foreseeable future, and as such, there are options for moving here regardless of your language, education or work experience level. Basically, there are plenty of ways to get here, and you should receive a friendly welcome when you make it.
The second reason we think you should move to Canada is that its economy is growing incredibly quickly, maybe even too fast. You might have heard that the Canadian housing market has been going crazy since the turn of the millennium, and it's not slowing down anytime soon, simply because there are so many people coming here, and the economy is growing quicker than the builders of Canada can put houses up. Finance, insurance and, predictably enough, real estate are the biggest employers in the Canadian economy, but just about every area of it is growing quickly, which is a big reason to make it your new home.
Reason number 3, as if ease of immigration and a fast-growing economy aren't enough, is that Canada has one of the very best state-provided education systems in the world. Canada has the highest literacy rate of any country on earth at over 99%, and Canada pumps more money into its education system than any other G7 nation. Canadian schools are also notoriously welcoming to newcomers, and it's widely believed that children settle into schools here better than they do in other Western countries, although quite how that's quantified we're not sure.
The fourth reason we reckon you should move to Canada is because of its 4 seasons. In some countries, such as our native England, the seasons can rather roll together and the lifestyle doesn't change much as the months tick by. In Canada, the 4 seasons couldn't really be much more different, and that means that you never really get sick of anything because the weather has changed before you've begun to feel stale. Summers are warm and sunny, autumn, or fall in local parlance, is generally cool and beautiful as the trees change colour. Then winter is cold and snowy, and spring is a wonderful combination of warmer days, cool nights and a feeling of reawakening. Basically, the weather never stays the same for long, so if you don't like a particular season, then just hang on a month or two and you should get something completely different.
The 5th and final reason of moving to Canada is related to its most famous attribute, its staggering natural beauty. Ask most people what comes to mind when they think of Canada, and they'll probably list forests, bears, lakes and mountains. The scenery is fabulous in Canada, and as well as all the things I've just listed, the country is home to almost half of the world's coastline, huge Arctic tundra and epic wide open plains, the scale of which is scarcely believable. Manitoba, just to give you an insight into how much wilderness Canada is home to, is one of the prairie provinces and is twice the size of Germany. Nunavut, meanwhile, is entirely in the Arctic Circle and is almost the same size as Western Europe. It's home to less than 70,000 people. There's plenty of wilderness in Canada and every type of scenery you could ever wish to see. The only dilemma we have when trying to plan a holiday is figuring out which bit to see next.
So there you have it, 5 reasons to move to Canada, covering economic, social and geographical factors. If we've convinced you and you want to move here, then check out our many videos about all the possible ways of securing residency here. We've covered dozens of ways to move here, and we've got plenty of videos on advice about how to get it done. If that all sounds good, then please do us a favour and hit subscribe before you go. And see you next time.